German U-boats prowled the Atlantic with deadly intent during World War II, but their most devastating enemy wasn't Allied destroyers or depth charges. It was their own torpedoes. The German torpedo crisis, known as the Torpedo Krieg, robbed the Kriegsmarine of countless victories during the war's most critical opening years when conditions favored submarine warfare. This technical catastrophe would haunt Admiral Dönitz and his U-boat commanders for nearly 3 years, costing Germany irreplaceable strategic opportunities. The nightmare began in earnest during Operation Weserübung, Germany's invasion of Norway in April 1940. U-boat commanders reported failure after catastrophic failure. 36 separate attacks by German submarines resulted in 0 sinkings. Torpedoes detonated prematurely, ran off course, or simply refused to explode even when striking their targets directly. Günther Prien, the celebrated ace who had sunk the battleship Royal Oak at Flaw, watched helplessly as his torpedoes failed against British transport ships. The magnetic pistols, designed to detonate beneath a ship's keel and break its back, proved utterly unreliable in Norwegian waters. Germany's standard torpedoes, the steam-powered G7A and electric G7E, suffered from 3 catastrophic defects. First, the magnetic detonators malfunctioned constantly. These sophisticated firing mechanisms were supposed to trigger when passing through a ship's magnetic field, but they proved hypersensitive to mechanical vibrations and fluctuations in Earth's magnetic field at high latitudes. The magnetic pistols detonated too early at the end of their run, or not at all. Second, the redesigned contact detonators also failed. The new impact pistol, which replaced the reliable World War I design, had only been tested twice before deployment and produced mixed results. When torpedoes actually struck enemy hulls, the contact detonators frequently refused to fire. The third problem proved the most insidious. Torpedoes consistently ran 2 to 3 meters deeper than their set depth, passing harmlessly beneath their targets. This depth-keeping failure wasn't discovered until January 1942, when 23-year-old Lieutenant Otto Eitz of U-94 conducted an unscheduled inspection. He noticed unusual air pressure build-up in the torpedo's balance chamber, where the depth control mechanism was located. This pressure differential, caused by ventilating torpedoes while submerged, threw off the depth-keeping device just enough to make torpedoes run deep. The discovery came nearly 2.5 years into the war. Dönitz was furious. He convened a board of inquiry that found the Torpedo Inspectorate had known about these deficiencies before the war began. An analysis of 816 torpedo attacks between January and June 1942 revealed that magnetic pistol failures alone had prevented the sinking of enormous numbers of ships during the early war years. The U-boat arm had been robbed of great successes against both merchant shipping and warships. Premature detonations also led to the detection and destruction of attacking submarines as the explosions gave away their positions. The Germans gradually corrected these problems. Magnetic detonators were phased out. Contact exploders were redesigned using captured British torpedo technology from HMS Seal, and the depth-keeping mechanism was finally perfected. By late 1942, German torpedoes functioned reliably, but the damage was done. The torpedo cries had squandered Germany's best opportunity to strangle Britain's Atlantic lifeline when Allied defenses were weakest and U-boat numbers were growing. Those lost years could never be recovered.